Some upcoming Isekai anime are about to completely dominate discussions with insane power systems, brutal wars, fantasy politics, and surprisingly creative twists on reincarnation storytelling everywhere. Kicking off our list at number 10, Sorawa Akai Kawa no Hotori. This fantasy adaptation follows a modern girl suddenly transported into an ancient civilization inspired by the Hittite Empire. Forced into royal conflicts, political conspiracies and dangerous wars, she struggles adapting to a harsh historical world while forming bonds with powerful rulers and warriors. Romance, survival and destiny drive the story through escalating international tensions and betrayals constantly. What instantly makes this series fascinating is how different it feels from standard game-inspired isekai anime flooding the market lately. The historical atmosphere, political intrigue, and emotionally grounded drama create something much richer than flashy, overpowered fights alone. If the adaptation delivers strong visuals and serious character writing, this could easily become one of the most refreshing fantasy anime, returning audiences' experience within modern seasonal releases soon. Moving down the rankings to number 9, Mushoku Tensei 3 Isekai Itara Honki Dasu. After rebuilding his shattered life inside a magical world, Rudeus Greyrat enters another emotionally turbulent chapter involving family responsibilities, dangerous magical conflicts, and expanding political unrest. His overwhelming magical talent continues growing, while old traumas, complicated relationships, and looming threats challenge his maturity. The story pushes deeper into world mysteries, destinies, and devastating battles affecting every continent around him. Few modern isekai anime balance emotional storytelling and fantasy spectacle as effectively as Mushoku Tensei consistently does every season. Studio Bind's animation quality, cinematic direction, and grounded character development elevate ordinary fantasy moments into unforgettable scenes. Season 3 should deliver larger conflicts and heavier emotional consequences, especially with Rudeus entering adulthood fully. This series practically redefined modern reincarnation anime standards and still feels leagues above most competitors today. Sliding into number 8, Yujo Senki 2. The ruthless salaryman reincarnated as child soldier Tanya Degurachaf returns to brutal magical warfare as international tensions explode further across alternate world Europe. Leading elite battalions against overwhelming enemies, Tanya combines terrifying tactical intelligence with overwhelming magical combat abilities. Political schemes, military betrayals, and divine interference continue shaping a bloody conflict where survival demands absolute ruthlessness from everyone involved constantly everywhere. Yujo Senki stands out because it treats isekai like a cold military thriller instead of simple escapist fantasy entertainment. Tanya remains one of anime's most entertaining anti-heroes, carrying every scene through terrifying charisma and calculated insanity. Studio Nut already proved they can deliver explosive aerial battles with cinematic intensity. Season 2 should escalate the war dramatically while expanding political tensions that make this universe feel frighteningly believable and unpredictable. Entering number 7, Otomeg Sekai Mobni Kibishi Sekai Desu 2. Leon continues exploiting his previous life knowledge inside a brutal otome game world, where background characters suffer under unfair social hierarchies. Armed with sarcasm, intelligence, and absurdly powerful technology, he manipulates political conflicts while clashing against arrogant nobles and dangerous enemies. Romantic complications intensify alongside academy drama, mecha combat, and larger conspiracies threatening stability throughout the kingdom surrounding him constantly everywhere. This anime succeeds because Leon absolutely refuses acting like a typical passive isekai protagonist audiences constantly expect nowadays. His cynical attitude, savage comebacks, and complete disrespect toward corrupt nobles make every confrontation entertaining instantly. The mix of fantasy politics, mecha battles, and dating sim chaos feels bizarrely addictive. If Season 2 improves animation consistency slightly, the series could become one of the funniest ongoing fantasy anime currently releasing for viewers. Halfway through at number 6, Gaikotsu Kishi-sama, Tadaima Isekai Eodekakechu 2. After awakening inside another world, trapped within a terrifying skeletal avatar, Ark continues traveling across fantasy kingdoms, helping oppressed people while hiding his monstrous appearance. Alongside trusted allies, He confronts corrupt nobles, dangerous monsters, and slave trafficking organizations, threatening innocent civilians. His overwhelming combat abilities attract attention everywhere, gradually exposing secrets surrounding both his existence and the world's hidden darkness beneath society. Ark's combination of terrifying appearance and genuinely kind personality creates surprisingly fun contrast throughout this adventure-heavy fantasy series overall. The anime balances comedy, wholesome companionship, and violent action much better than expected initially. Season 2 could become far stronger if Studio Kai expands world building and increases emotional stakes surrounding slavery and corruption. Fans wanting straightforward fantasy escapism with powerful fights and likable characters should definitely keep this sequel firmly monitored ahead. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, Tsuiho Sareta Tensei Jukishi wa Game Chishiki de Muso Suru. A reincarnated Heavy Knight gets exiled despite his loyalty and achievements, forcing him into dangerous territories filled with monsters and political chaos. Using detailed game knowledge from his previous life, he rapidly becomes unstoppable while uncovering hidden mechanics and powerful strategies nobody else understands. His tactical brilliance transforms him from discarded soldier into legendary warrior feared throughout multiple kingdoms entirely. This series screams classic power fantasy entertainment, but the strategic approach makes it more interesting than countless generic reincarnation stories releasing annually. Watching an underestimated protagonist completely dominate through preparation and hidden knowledge never gets old when executed properly. The armoured combat focus also gives the battles heavier impact visually. If the adaptation nails pacing and combat choreography, this could easily explode among hardcore fantasy anime audiences online immediately. Charging into number 4, Hell Mode. Yariko Mizuki no Gamer wa Haisete no Isekai de Muso Suru second season. Alan continues surviving the hardest possible difficulty setting inside a fantasy world, designed to punish every mistake mercilessly. Through relentless grinding, strategic summoning abilities, and obsessive dedication, he steadily builds overwhelming strength while confronting monstrous enemies and dangerous political threats. His unusual growth system attracts allies and enemies alike, as larger wars and hidden conspiracies emerge throughout surrounding nations rapidly. Hell Mode thrives on satisfying progression systems that genuinely feel earned instead of randomly gifted to the protagonist immediately. Alan's constant grinding and experimentation make victories rewarding because viewers witness every painful step toward his growth firsthand. The series also handles summons and battle mechanics creatively compared to many modern fantasy anime. Season 2 has huge potential if the adaptation increases animation fluidity during larger action-heavy encounters dramatically overall. Storming into number 3, Rakudai Kenja no Gakuin Muso, Nidome no Tensei, S-Rank Cheat Majutsushi Bukenroku. A legendary sage reincarnates centuries later and enrolls inside a magical academy where modern mages have become drastically weaker than before. Possessing overwhelming ancient knowledge and devastating magical abilities, he dominates battles effortlessly while uncovering hidden threats targeting the world. His second life becomes filled with adventures, academy rivalries, powerful enemies, and dangerous secrets connected to forgotten magical civilizations. This title embraces ridiculous overpowered fantasy energy completely, and honestly, that's exactly why it sounds entertaining already. Fans who enjoy seeing arrogant rivals crushed instantly will probably love every episode. The Academy setting mixed with ancient magic lore creates strong potential for exciting world-building too. If the studio delivers flashy spell animation and charismatic side characters, this could become a sleeper hit among hardcore power fantasy anime enthusiasts online quickly. Reaching number 2, Heroine Seijo. All works made deso. A hard-working girl reincarnates into an otome fantasy world but completely ignores heroic destinies and saintly expectations to pursue her dream job as the ultimate maid instead. Using unmatched domestic skills, intelligence, and determination, she transforms every household she enters while unintentionally influencing nobles' political affairs and romantic interests. Her unusual priorities create hilarious misunderstandings throughout aristocratic society, constantly surrounding her everywhere. This concept already feels refreshingly different, from the endless parade of demon kings and overpowered warriors dominating modern isekai anime lately. Turning housekeeping into the protagonist's greatest weapon sounds absurdly charming, especially combined with aristocratic comedy and fantasy politics. The strongest appeal will absolutely depend on personality and comedic timing. If the adaptation captures her chaotic energy correctly, this series could become surprisingly addictive comfort viewing for many anime fans online. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, Tsuterare Seijo no Isekai Go on Tabi. Kakure Skilda Camping Car wa Shokashimashita. After being abandoned despite possessing saintly abilities, a young woman discovers a hidden skill allowing her to summon a fully functional camping vehicle inside another world. Traveling across fantasy lands, she cooks incredible meals, helps struggling communities, and gradually builds meaningful relationships. Her peaceful journey eventually attracts dangerous attention as larger mysteries surrounding her powers begin unfolding everywhere nearby. This anime instantly separates itself through pure atmosphere and relaxing adventure energy instead of non-stop combat obsession dominating modern fantasy stories constantly. The camping vehicle concept sounds weirdly cozy, especially mixed with cooking, exploration, and emotional healing themes. If the adaptation delivers beautiful scenery and comforting slice-of-life pacing, viewers searching for calmer fantasy experiences could absolutely fall in love with this series immediately after release worldwide next year. These upcoming isekai anime prove the genre still has massive creativity left, from military chaos and brutal magic wars to relaxing fantasy road trips. Some feel explosive, others surprisingly emotional, but every title offers something memorable. Which upcoming series are you watching first, and which hidden adaptation deserves more attention from anime fans currently?